Broadcast live.
Folks, it's that time of the year again. Not verse of the month, verse of the year time. We're doing things a little different this time. We have a panel of judges who need your help to decide the top 10 verses of the year. You get to pick from a pool of 20 dope, crazy verses from 2019 and help us crown the best verse of 2019.
The reason you're here is because we don't trust the public.
Kings and queens for life, never forget your.
Number 5, Blacklist.
Jimmy dead, get my enemy the sweetest joy, bitter taste in the mouth every time they see the boy. Battling demons and Jesus saying free the boy. Diablo trying to hop in, play with the meanest toy.
So let me say a couple things about Blacklist. One is that I saw him campaign a little, around verse of the month, verse of the year. I saw him campaign a little, and I love that. I love that he was like, look, my verse is not just a rap verse. I'm talking truth. Yeah. I'm talking,
and he is.
I'm talking vulnerability. I'm talking about stuff that people don't think is cool in hip hop, and I feel like, people should value that when they consider a dope verse. I love that. I think P.O did it better than him.
Exactly, because why do you have to explain it? Like, why do you have to tell people I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like, your work should speak for yourself. Like, what's the verse? Like, your gift should make room for you. Because when you compared him to P. Dot, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't have to hear him saying, I talk about real things. Like, you just, when you listen, you were just like, oh my gosh, you connected. For me, I don't know what was happening.
I won't lie. I'm
Listen, I felt like, I feel like I pressed pause.
And we're still here.
Oh, wow.
No, listen, I don't, you know what I mean? I just feel like it was like, I can't remember anything from it except I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Because he did say sorry a lot.
Yeah. He said a lot.
He did say sorry a lot.
And I'm
but
so
it
sorry.
wasn't about sorry. See, the genius of the verse was he was.
I don't know if you can use genius in the same sentence.
No, there's genius there. There's genius. When Eminem did that 8 Mile thing where he was like, yo, the rabbit move, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna
course,
show you
the
my
rabbit move.
stuff.
I will look at my own vulnerability and give it to you. And that's what he did really well. Like, he rabbited himself.
Yeah, just the honesty also of the song.
Right,
itself.
and he brought out the whack qualities about himself that he doesn't
It's
really
almost like it's self-deprecating, right? But it's not like what's his name? Odd Future does it. They go, oh, I'm ugly or whatever. It's not like Tyler, the Creator. It's not like that. It's more self-deprecating, but in a vulnerable way, where he's going, look, I'm not going to talk about how swaggy I am,
Yeah.
Do I have some less?
Deleuze and Stogie might tell you about how they're the coolest people in the room.
I'm not the coolest guy.
But I'm going to tell you about like,
I
couldn't afford
please
the
do it so it sounds good.
Look, look.
Please do it so it's like delivered well.
I agree.
It was so contrived, guys. It was like, I'm going to think of like a formula and it was contrived. And
Look,
the one thing I don't like is contrived rhymes.
Ms Cosmo will tell you that there's a thing that Blacklist does, and it's like, look, I'm the struggling Steve Biko type. I'm the, you know what I mean?
Been in the game. That's
I
what
think
I'm
this
saying.
is your problem, Lee.
No.
Your problem. You talk about like, yo, you press
issues.
pause and this guy's still talking about
No. Okay, look, it's like, I'm just trying to think of like an international, you know when you listen to somebody like from before and then you don't
like
hear
50
them.
Cent. 50 Cent still talking about the same old?
No. And then they start rapping.
He's still rapping. Still rapping, yo.
No, but I'm saying, you know when you listen to somebody and then they stop and then they start and it's the same thing and the world has changed and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. That's what I meant.
Well, look, I still think that's an unfair comment because you're critiquing. Yeah, you're critiquing his moves. You're not critiquing like
No. What I mean is that the verse for me did not. It was not like a nice verse. Like I did not like the verse.
Fair enough.
Okay. I don't like that. I like that he says non-existent like Arsenal's defense.
Yeah.
Only because I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm a Gunner and I'm like.
Exactly.
And that line, by the way, to me is trash. That line is trash. One, because I'm an Arsenal supporter, but also because really, bro,
Listen,
trash like Arsenal's defense. Did you hear the stuff Nandile's talking about?
Listen,
Did you hear the stuff? No, it's not better than Nandile. It's definitely not better than Nandile.
I agree with
So what I'm saying to you is that, here's the thing. P.O does this verse, right? about someone who lost a child.
And you feel
And he
the
doesn't
pain.
have none of that.
And there's
metaphoric blah,
no,
blah.
you know, you feel me? There's none of that.
No, I hear
And
you.
then when you do it, you talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, no, good point. No, good point,
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, I'll take that.
P.O does what Blacklist is doing on this verse better than Blacklist.
Definitely.
I think Nandile's verse is better than Blacklist's verse.
100%.
100.
What you say, bro?
I'm a bit divided about
Okay,
it. I'm a
okay.
bit divided, but I can agree with you guys on it though.
Cool.
Okay, all right. I think Tony's
Tody's
definitely
definitely
Tody's
yes.
like better than Blacklist's verse.
I agree.
What's after Tony? Verb?
Yeah.
I think just below P-Dot. I mean, just of the ones we've heard, he's just below P-Dot.
Who?
Blacklist.
Who lays?
No. My bad.
No.
So what, number 10?
No.
Because that's where we
Okay,
are.
listen, I would
Yeah,
put him
we
at number
definitely
10.
going right
Honestly,
now. Yeah,
I would
you
put him
have
at
him
number
at
10.
I had him at number
can't.
9
Number nine?
initially, but I can.
I don't think.
Verb versus better.
Versus the verb, because the verb also is a bit like it's tortured, you know. But from the verb, and to me, I'll stop at verb. I'll stop at
No,
it's
that
between
higher
verse,
than verb.
listen, that
Maybe.
Blacklist verse 10.
I'm not Leo.
not feeling this.
Really?
Listen to
I'm supporting Leo on this.
Wow. Okay.
you
So
guys
okay,
really don't see
we gotta
the
move on.
genius in
So
this
Blacklist is number 10. Wow. I can't believe you guys. You guys are terrible.
What?
You guys better strap me
You
properly.
straight relegated Blacklist, who the people voted as number 5, to number 10.
Are you being paid by him?
I'm not. So Blacklist is number 10.
Okay.
Verb is our number 9.
Yes.
Ginger Trill is our number 8.
That's good.
Our number
7.
7 is Tony Mac. Our number 6 is Nandine. And our number 5 is P-Dot.
We are on the right track.
Wow, guys.
Amazing.
That means we have 4 more names.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
Our number 4 is my number 10. Touchline.
Chess angazibona izinto esibhala kanje mangabuta akho buye kasi ngicela sifaka ney'ntweni unganginyathi mawubona ama-blessing wama sekudeni ubona umkhukhu kungcono nokurenta idladla senten.
Touchline is he's got skill. There's a wittiness to him. It really some of the stuff sounds corny. Some of the stuff sounds like slackies for poppers. Some of the sound.
Hey.
Some of the stuff is not believable. Sometimes I feel like,
Contrived?
yeah, I don't believe you, bro. Like
You need more.
the guys who rap like you, they beasts, bro. They animals. They come from a place called Slackies. They chop niggas' heads off. I'm like, you cool. You like, you look like you got makeup on. No.
He's hating on the skin now. He just asked me to look at his skin. Now look.
It's because he's a vegan, I'm telling you.
No, but for real though. I just
And
thought,
we love how skin looks in a verse.
Yeah,
man.
your skin looks
It
dope
looks so
though.
nice.
It looks so
in the
nice.
verse.
His verse looks. His
Come
skin
on,
looks
man.
nice.
Come on. Shout out to Touchline, bro. Touchline is my guy, bro. It's my guy. But I honestly thought Touchline, in the context of this list that the people voted for, I thought this verse was the weakest one of the lot.
I also had him at the bottom, to be honest. And it wasn't because the
Zubz is
verse,
gonna walk out now.
it wasn't because the verse wasn't dope. The verse is dope. I mean, like, yo, the kid can't rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The kid can't rap. What he said is one of the things that I was like, the believableness of his raps was like, I don't know, man. Like, I really felt that as well. Like, that's when you said that, I was like, damn. Yo, but you know what I did like about this verse? Patterning and flow.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Patterning and flow.
And the fact that
No,
you
can I
can,
just please say this? Can I just please?
Yeah, go
Because
ahead,
this was
go
so
ahead.
dope.
Thank
He's
you.
like,
My God.
this is my written plan. Just let the rest know. Kick flows, then blow. Get shows that clean the metros. Feature techno, K.O. Drake or J. Cole. Then get Eminem to come and do my album intro. But just the way he
I
patterned
like-
it,
yeah.
I was like, ooh, that is
I
so
actually-
dope. That is so dope. But just
I agree, clean.
it just didn't have that rock my world feel, you know. I wasn't like, oh my God, like, oh, you know. It didn't have that, you know what I mean? It was dope, but I was just like, okay, that part I was like, ooh, that's fresh, you know. That's nice. It's clean. The braggadocio show is there, you know what I mean? But yeah, there was something missing, man. There was just something missing out of this verse for me.
I thought that, like, yeah, it was,
Yeah, that's the only thing, man. But I did Touch, man. I've heard other verses
like
from
this
Touch
verse.
where I'm like, damn, yo,
Yeah.
this kid is actually hella nice, you know, because like he was one of the kids that when I heard him through hype. I didn't hear him because I heard him on like, like the top 10 or something. Like just people
name
were
was
like,
buzzing.
yeah, people were like, oh, this Touchline kid is amazing. And when I heard him, I was like, ooh, he is
Yeah.
dope. So this was kind of a bit of a disappointment for me, this verse. Just this verse. I think, I don't know what else he had out last year.
Would you have preferred he sped it up?
No,
Would that-
not
would that
even.
have
Like,
done
not
anything
even.
for
Like,
you?
I don't think the speeding up or slowing down of his rhymes, anything. It's just that I just feel there's something that he didn't have on this verse.
I don't agree, obviously.
I like it.
I love this verse. I think the flow is exceptional.
Yeah.
The patterning is ridiculous.
Like he just was chill.
He was so easy with it, and it was perfect. It really was perfect. And the lines, I mean, the ones you quoted were dope about getting this guy, that guy, and then getting M. But also the cash cows until we let the bad bags milk us. Like for me, this kid, he's like, this is social commentary at its peak. And he's not just social commentary, society, his particular generation of folk.
Yeah.
He's really good at telling their story. So when he talks about that, cash cows
Like,
until
you
we
see
let
the
the bad
pictures,
bags
right?
milk us,
Yeah.
that's a generational conversation.
I
And
was
he's
quite
good
like
at
this verse was in my top.
And I was actually going to mention that as well, is that maybe I'm also just like fangirling a little bit because of his generation. I think he's one of the strongest.
Oh,
you
if
know
not
what I mean?
the strongest.
If not the strongest, because right now we're kind of lacking with regards to the lyricism, with regards to what's happening now in hip hop, So the fact that he can still flow like that and keep it chilled, because typically in hip hop you're supposed to be like this Mr. Oh, I'm confident, I'm this, I'm that, or whatever. But he's just like, okay, here's my work, here's what I'm giving you. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? I dig that.
And I know you guys think I only like people who say something or about something meaty, but it's not that. It's just if you really are good at that,
He was clean, bro.
it shows.
Very clean. And you
But
know
you're
who
not just a
else- you know who
social
else was
commentator,
clean?
you're
Like,
also
in
a technician with it. You're nice with the tools.
Yeah, it's like, and for me, it's like, and I'm not saying that he's close to who this person is, but like, honestly, when I first heard this, I literally was just like, wow, like, Pro would have delivered something in such a clean way. It was just so clean and so easy because, do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what it felt like. I was just like, and I'm not saying that he's like Pro, but I'm saying that whole element of it being clean and just like the ease of it, right? Like, it's like,
I mean,
the
there'll never
dribble.
be
It was
another
like-
Pro.
There'll never be
You're
another-
right.
I'm not saying,
There'll never
but
be
I'm saying
another
it was like he was just dribbling through and it was just like easy.
Can I just say, Touchline will now be on top of everybody that we've
You
done.
say Touchline will be on top of everybody.
That's me. That's my opinion.
Yes, that's me. Ms. Cosmo, what do you say? I'm gonna ask some
I'm not too sure about him being
gonna
on
have-
top of everybody,
everybody. That's what Last said.
but I would put him just below P-Kuttah.
Yeah.
So put Touchline at number 5 and maybe P-Kuttah at number 4.
Ooh, I don't know about Data. Data's a lot. No, here's the thing. Like I told you guys, Touchline is my number 10. So I'm out of this
Yeah,
conversation.
you can't
I'm out of
even.
this conversation.
You're not
because
even.
clearly-
You got nothing to
So
say.
you guys,
Your
the four of
bias
you-
is really
The four of
clouded.
yours are gonna have to decide what happens between P.O and Blacklist at number 10. Me,
We're
I'm
not
sitting-
changing that.
Okay, so you guys already know how I feel about it.
Yeah,
I'm
Zubz feels
clear.
strong. He
He's
says Touchline
4.
is number 4.
For me.
Cosmo, you say no, P.O
You say
is number
just below, so
I
5.
said
for
just
you.
just below,
P-Dot
but
low.
I'm open to hearing what everyone else
What do you
has to
guys
say.
Cara, where you at?
I've got him also below P-Dot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Ooh,
Then I guess that's that.
Touchline is our number 5.
Yes.
P.O is our number 5.
4. 4.
Wow.
Yep,
Incredible.
I know.
Top 3.
We have Rouge at number 3, as voted by the public.
And this is for you female rappers who think I'll ever mash it. Because you drop, I'ma break my back like a chiropractor. I've been chilling and I mean this with the best intentions. I'm Khaleesi, I'm Sansa, a queen of Polly with no presence.
With 599 votes, one less
than
Reason. It's different from all the other verses here, is that this was a live performance.
Yeah.
A lot of the other, here it's like, yo, you can practice, you can do 2 takes, 3 takes, you can
sound
squash them
engineer
together.
can make you sound nice.
This was live, Ms. Cosmo. If you were in that room, you felt that energy, how she literally went, okay, this is
I was
my
there,
moment.
actually,
You feel me?
I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
And it was so powerful. It was so incredible. I think that, yes, she started a little slow where it was more punchline-y rap thing. And then she started talking
Generic.
about, where I'm from, And, I don't want to, pat myself in the back or nothing. As far as the freestyles go and talking your shit, but I felt like that was a really good move on her part to talk about where she comes from, because we've never heard that from Rouge.
I think she does. I just think
Really?
people sideline it.
Like that? Like talk about like the Congo shit?
Do you know why I say that? Because maybe with my experience with her, she comes through with it maybe within her lyricism in her going into some of the French stuff that she kind of does. So she mentions it very like underhandedly. It's not necessarily as upfront as it was in the specific verse. So when she drops in the French and she drops in the "Oh, I'm a girl from Congo," it's literally like 1, 2.
Okay.
So sometimes you might miss it. But
know,
here
here
she
she
was.
went-
Yeah, she went more
Let me
in
tell
there.
you
She went
something.
more in depth
That
with
in
it.
part of that verse was like, I honestly, the beginning part of it, I couldn't, it was just, anybody could have been rapping it.
Yeah.
And when anybody could have been rapping something, that's a lot, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it says what it is. But when she started talking about where she was from, I saw, like literally, I felt like there was a movie in my mind like going, and I'm just like, are you actually kidding me? You know what I mean? And that was...
Strong female lead.
Strong female lead, I like it.
You know, and it's like, and it's almost, I think like Zubz and I actually had a conversation about this. It was enough for me to forgive the beginning part.
Yeah.
You know? But the beginning part, I'm just like, that should not happen again.
You know what I think it was with that beginning part? It's nerves basically saying prep something just in case you fuck up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think what she did was prep that first part to then say, okay, just in case the nerves kick in, let me at least go in with something that I know. And then I think once she got into it, she got into the confidence. That's
Oh no, when she got into it, you could hear like the
point where she
confidence
was
was
in-
high.
I'm not done. I'm not
I'm
done.
not like, yo, let me
to the point where she was even like, PH actually dropped the beat.
Yeah, go in there, capella.
That's when she was like, actually, I'm inside now. You guys are gonna hear me.
Yeah, what was that? What was that line? My raps got no gender. I'm killing them both like Caitlyn.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
I'm done, bro. I was just like,
Listen.
I can sit down now, actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think...
that second half of it was just like,
So that said, she was my number 10.
What?
No, I'm playing it.
Yeah,
That's two number 10s.
I think we were all about
Why
to
is
get up
everybody
and
number
leave.
10?
Like, yo,
Everybody's
don't
my
you
number
go
10.
do this shit on your own.
Yeah, nah, that one I was gonna be like,
Look,
never.
I had Rouge at number 6.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, because y'all
does
killed
it
my
like-
toady. I wanted that toady.
Where did I
Y'all
put
killed my y'all killed my P.O. Y'all
He
killed my
hasn't killed him,
P.O.
he
Y'all
keeps
killed.
moving.
Yeah, but I would have
He
put. What I'm
hasn't?
saying is I would have put
Higher.
P.O. and makes her number 6. You feel me?
Okay.
I had much higher.
So I would. So I like the Rouge verse. I think it's incredible. I think it's definitely a top 5 verse.
No doubt.
I think number 5. But considering what y'all put up here, the only thing that's here that I can fight for really is P.O. really. But that's about it.
I had her pretty high. Top 2. It has nothing to do with the fact that we're friends, because everyone always kind of says that, like, no, Ms Cosmo's always voting for Rouge because they're homies. At the end of the day, the girl is skilled, and you can
Incredibly
hear it,
so.
and it's there. And the fact that, like
And
you
she's
say,
hungry.
like you say, it was live.
It's live, bro. That's a
You
big
can't
difference.
top that. Like,
Yeah,
you know, especially when you do scrambles,
Big
it's
difference.
completely different
Big
than you
difference.
being able to go back to the mic and say, okay, let me fix that one line. Do you know what I
didn't
mean?
quite-
That's
Yeah.
also why I put it high on my top 10 as well, because me also being like an old school cat coming from the Lee Club days, and watching guys like T and Snaz and all these dudes and Slicker that used to actually get on stage and rap. There's just something different about a live performance when you're actually sitting in the crowd and you're watching this person and you're absorbing everything they say. There was something that Proverb actually said to me once. He was like, you know what? When I rhyme, I don't rhyme for the person in stage that's got their hands up and jumping. I rhyme for that dude that's sitting there mean mugging and just looking at me like he just ain't feeling my shit.
Yeah.
I target that dude and I make sure by the end of my verse,
dope.
he knows
guy
what's up.
That's dope.
And that's the power of a live performance, of seeing something live. Because you might not know this person, you might not even like their raps.
Yeah.
But there might just be that thing that clicks and you're just like, wow. I never heard this when she raps on record.
Yeah.
But now I'm hearing it when she's live on stage. And that's what I like the most about this verse, you know what I mean? Like just the way she owned that stage, the way she projected herself after the beat, like what Lee was saying. When the beat came off, yo, she went in, man. And she showed everyone why she's one of the best, not female lyricists,
rap
lyricists.
But like I
Crazy.
said, I'm a fall back, and I can accept Rouge's number 3. I can accept it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
seriously, that end part, like, that end part of that verse, like, it haunts me, and in a good way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's something that I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Do you know
And
what
for
I
all
mean?
the
And
FIFA
that's
fans,
dope.
for all the FIFA fans, I live my life, R1 circle, bitch. I can't be finessed. If you don't know what that actually means,
And
if
you
you
know
haven't
what's so
played
dope
FIFA,
Get a
about
little
this?
bit of FIFA in your
yeah,
system.
if you
can,
you know,
R1
you gotta finesse that shot, man.
Finesse
R1
shot.
and circle,
You
bro.
know what's
finesse.
so dope about that is that she recently learned
Started learning how to play FIFA. Yes,
She
I actually
only
know
learned how to
that.
play FIFA last year because she had to do some competition for some PR thing that she was doing.
Now
So she never
that's
used to
crazy.
play FIFA. She
Yeah.
had to learn, and for her to then throw that in a verse like that.
Talk about a strong female
That's
character.
dope. Now that's a strong female lead.
Reason is number 2 with the July freestyle.
My people just went and slaughtered sheep out of Clifton Beach just to show these racists we got peace, but we ain't fucking weak. If you got a problem with some blacks, you should fucking leave. Basically, if you acting stupid, we can cause a scene.
My
was a
God,
dope
when I
thing.
heard this thing,
Listen, that was.
when I heard that thing,
Yeah,
guys,
That was a dope.
No, I was.
That was a
Listen,
dope freestyle.
I'm just like.
when I heard that, you know,
Undeniable.
dope.
Undeniable.
Yeah.
that's why I love to hate that dude. I love to hate Reason because I'm like, bro, you are so you know like
so
I mean
skilled.
imagine he does like 10 things like that. There's no debate anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no more debate. It's like, okay, yeah, he's the guy.
That's
it's
it,
over.
game over, yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, twins is a lot. You know.
What did he say in his verse? My pull-out game
Anyway.
is
My pull-out game is weak.
weaker than my pull-out.
Look at
Yeah.
him, I feel like
Yo, man, to actually
is
make
a lot.
fun of
Twins is
yourself
a
like
lot.
that on the track.
Twins is
Hey,
a lot.
man.
It's ballsy, man.
Yeah,
It's hella
it's like-
ballsy. It's hella
Listen,
ballsy.
this for me,
It's hella ballsy.
this verse
See, you
for
got
me
it. See, you
is
got it.
everything I want in a verse.
Word.
It's like it's
Yeah.
It's a
everything.
beautiful verse.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a
He
very
takes shots
beautiful
at the
verse.
guy who took
Like-
shots at him. He talks about personal family stuff.
I love
He
that.
talks about, I hate you niggas, you know what I mean? He goes
Racial
and he shows
issues.
off
He begins
Yeah,
with
he
racial
shows off.
issues. Yeah,
Talks
that
about
was pretty
being on the
nice.
stage with Sway, everything.
This is my number 1.
Yeah. Well,
This is my number 1. I don't
This is
care
also my
what
number
comes
1?
after.
This is also my
This is my
number
number 1.
We've been trumping your list the whole time.
I know,
So,
but
like-
this is my number
Listen,
1. We're
this-
gonna
this-
fight over this.
this-
Y'all might need to bring more Henny bottles in. We're gonna fight over this one.
this verse.
Wow.
This verse is what an MC should be. Like, honestly.
Where's the deficiency in this verse?
There's no deficiency.
You can't even like.
This is a really
Yeah.
almost perfect verse. It's an almost perfect verse.
What's the
So
thing?
please do educate
Not
us.
much, not
So
much,
the
not
Jedi-
much, not much, not
Yeah,
much,
please
not
tell us,
much. I love this
Jedi.
verse and I agree with everything you guys said. I actually don't, I have nothing to add. I think it's
So
a
why
strong
is it
verse.
almost perfect? You said
Because it
almost
isn't number
perfect.
1.
Interesting. Interesting.
Interesting. Ms.
Okay.
Cosmo.
I dig the verse. I mean, there's nothing to kind of argue or whatever, but I think for me, it's just that it's reason. Like, you're going to hear this type of flow and energy from him constantly. It's like there was, I was excited, but I wasn't shocked. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
So I think that for me was just okay, dope, he's coming through. He is being who he is.
But isn't that good? Because there's some rappers who are like so inconsistent. You never know which one you're
Like the
going to get.
mumblers.
Don't be that guy.
Sorry.
Don't be that guy.
I thought that
Out here
was spice.
provoking.
Anyway.
I think that I hear you, but you know, with regards to what you're saying about like this is what you expect from Reason, and I think that it's a good thing.
It is a good
It's
thing.
a good thing that that's what you expect.
I'm glad
'Cause
that
I don't
he's
like-
this high.
Yeah.
I just don't think I was shocked enough to put him at number 1.
I have to say, these panels are amazing. You guys have convinced me, man. I hadn't really given it that much thought with the Reason verse. I think it's the one, man. I actually
like
think
the
this,
prototype.
yeah.
It's a
I
prototype
think you
verse.
guys,
Yo, I said it, man. Undeniable, bro.
I think you guys, no, you guys have
wait,
put
wait.
some very convincing
Okay, so let's
mountain of
We have to
evidence.
deal with the number 1 from the people. So we keep in Reason at number 2 right now.
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we haven't dealt with number 1. Number 1, as voted for by the public, is Youngster CPT.
YGN is the company, and we making liquor money suddenly. You be cutting costs with the cutlery, dollar, whatever you think is compulsory. You cheapskates speak currency. This is 10 years worth of thuggery, and that's 2 years worth of warranty.
This verse, 2 things. One, I listened to this verse for the first time in the back of a Kumbi with him in the car.
Wow.
Going, oh snap, going to a show of his. And I was like, yo. And you know how rappers rap along
Yeah.
to their stuff. So I'm like, yo, hey, this thing is fire, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And then I got it later when I was doing verse of the month. And then Toady came up. And I put Toady as number 1 and Youngster as number 2.
Wow.
So the Tony verse had that effect on me, that it wasn't even, this thing that you guys have put here as number 6 or 7, I don't know where, was number 1 to me over this youngster verse.
Amazing.
So to me, you're not going to convince me that Reason is number 1 over this youngster verse. And you already know I mess with youngster CPT. But
So we're not going to convince you?
you're not going to convince me.
Then what?
This is No, I'm telling you.
So you know what? So can I just say, right? Can I also just say, like, with regards to this youngster verse, like, I've heard him in Cape Town, which is like, makes it like extra special. Do you know what I mean? I've heard him perform in Cape Town, and that's like a whole other, and then in Joburg before. And it's like, my approach to the way that I listened to all of these were like, I wanted to pretend that I didn't know. I almost wish that there were no names attached to it. Do you know what I mean? And there was no names, and I was not going to be worried about, like, people were going to say this on Twitter, like, or, you know, and all of that stuff.
Right.
I think that youngster is dope, right? This was not one of, like, for me, I just didn't, this particular verse of his didn't move me like what I've had before, where he's concerned. It was not the best of who he is, but even again, like, when he's not at his, like, when he doesn't deliver the best, he's still better than, most. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, you know, if you ask me the question, if I were to take this youngster verse and take the Reason verse, and then, like, we'll take the person who, you know, like somebody in the States, and they will say, give us a prototype of what a dope MC, you know what I mean? I don't know, it'll be hard for me to say not Reason. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want to have to come back and say, no, but this, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that youngster is dope, and this is it's a great verse, and, like, you know what I mean? But he also has profile. He also has, like, a crazy following, and he's that cat who's made it against all odds. Do you know what I mean? Against all odds. I feel like the Reason verse, that's the blueprint. Like, are you kidding me?
I agree with Lee with regards to he's not the best that I've heard him, because with other features where he has outflexed the rappers, this wasn't the strongest of those outflexing verses. So from that perspective, it's also just like I really love you, but... And he's sitting at number 1 right now because he is the man of the moment.
Yeah. It's profile. It's like he's got a lot of profile behind him and everything, you know?
You know,
And the thing is, he's dope. Like, everything that Ms Cosmo said is like 100%. He's dope and everything, but the question is around this particular verse.
Yeah.
Man,
But then let me
like,
tell you
like,
about
I
this
think-
particular verse. This particular verse, I had it at number 1 as well.
Okay.
I agree with the people on this. The guy, the theme of the whole song was to be like this. He was like this, right? He's got Cape Town, South Africa on his back, everything, accent, the works, right? The reference points, all of that. But all the things he touches on in this verse have different aspects of who Youngster is.
Yeah.
Everything you could, there's like 15 different stories in this one verse, just by the touch points that he makes in this thing, right? Which is crazy. And then he goes and he rhymes everything from cutlery, motherly,
Yeah, you kept
Matthew
the flow throughout the whole
dog.
song. Yeah,
Matthew
basically.
McConaughey, one rhyme, the whole
song,
verse.
yeah.
There was some
So
filler there,
there's
though.
some
There was
there's
some filler, though.
no, but it was
Some
still in keeping with the rhyme. The whole point is you take the one rhyme, so in your head you're taking this road, and you're gonna come across different rhymes as you go along, but not him. He's got one rhyme that he's taking with him throughout.
Right,
So he's taking Mother City, he's taking the theme, he's taking the skill, and the one
Like, he
theme.
keeps adding on. Like,
Yeah.
adding, yeah.
And
Until
throwing
the
in
whole verse is
metaphors and
done.
all of that, like-
Everything. Now you guys might, I get it. You might feel, and I've been swayed. I would put the Reason, but I would put the Youngster verse before Reasons to somebody who's never heard anything from South Africa, as a representation of what MCing in South Africa is.
It's about-
Everything about that verse is top-notch South Africa. It says, yo, this is the best essay has
so
to
I would-
offer. It is different aspects from the reference
But I would
points.
put, you see, the Reason
skill.
verse. The Reason verse for me is everything what a dope verse should be, regardless of where you are in the world.
Okay.
That's my
Yeah,
thing.
you
You know what I
losing me
mean?
with the South Africa thing.
Okay, yeah, let's not even do that. I'm just telling you that my personal opinion, just like it was Lee's personal opinion.
Like for me, this verse sounded like
Because Reason spoke about my people are slaughtering sheep in the beach.
Clifton
Yeah.
Beach.
I'm like, yo, that's...
Yeah, that's like that's what's going on.
Therefore,
It's
and that
like
might not
that.
interest the guy in Switzerland or a guy in New York, but it's something that says shit. I'm just saying, you talking about, Youngster using references from, you know what I mean? It's like from his life or
And that
whatever.
was
But like,
topical.
he's
That was-
talking about,
Yeah, he's talking
So I'm
about
just saying
something.
that is like, I don't know about all that. I think, look, level of difficulty, yes.
Extremely
definitely
hard.
Extremely hard to do. But, who's rapping like that Reason verse, right? Like, that's also difficult to do. the patterns, the flows, the content, to be able to keep a thought pattern. I mean, you know, the stuff that rappers do, but you know what I mean? The level of difficulty to me is also high on the Reason verse. So I would put them equal as far as level of difficulty. Where Reason trumps the Youngster verse for me is just that his Reason's doing so much. The switching of the flows, the like to me it's, and again, Youngster can do that.
Yeah.
He just didn't.
He just didn't do it on this verse.
Nah,
Yeah.
He just didn't do it.
And I think
You guys'
It sounded
arguments
like,
are
it
solid.
sounded like he was in the car and the car was on auto drive. You know what I mean? Like he was just going. He was
Is
just
there a
going.
point in also kind of considering the fact that when you're making a verse for a song,
Yes.
as opposed to you freestyling,
Absolutely.
you're operating
Absolutely.
differently.
Good point.
I couldn't have said it
Amazing
better
point.
myself.
Ms. Cosmo,
Great point.
This is why my job is so difficult.
So where would we put Youngster?
I would say Youngster below Reason. Reason's our number one. How you feel, Pete?
Yo, you know me, man.
How you feel, Cosmo? She's thinking about it.
No,
Not yet.
I like Youngster's verse. I still think Rouge.
Number one?
No, not number one.
It's just better than Youngster.
I just think it's better than Youngster's verse. So I would rather
but
put
with-
Reason and Rouge top 2 and Youngster number 3.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, but let's just do
But
Reason.
are you good with Reason?
I'm good with Reason at number 1.
Last
I
you
think
good with
you guys have
good
convinced
with
me enough, yeah.
Yeah.
You good with Reason?
Of course,
I'm good
yeah.
with Reason. So
Yeah.
Reason, unanimous number one.
That's a big deal that
Yeah.
we've chosen the number one.
It is
Yeah.
a big deal. It is a big deal.
So I
It
think,
is a
yo,
big deal.
we
It
need to-
absolutely is a big deal.
To Reason.
To Reason.
Reason the Mad Massacre.
Right? Our number 2, you have something to say about our number 2. You think Rouge is better than the Youngster
I think
verse?
according to verses,
Yeah.
it's not about who is who and whatever's happening.
Yeah.
That verse, and that's why she was so close to Reason with the votes.
Absolutely.
Definitely number 2.
Yeah, cause I agree with you. I think Rouge's verse definitely should sit at number 2 in my opinion.
You're fantastic.
So,
You know, Provo's going to
so far, number 1 is Reason.
Yes.
Happiness. Number 2 is Rouge. Happiness. Number 3 is Youngster CPT.
Yep.
Number 4 is P.O. Number 5 is Toady Mac.
He's so proud of himself.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Touchline.
Yes.
Yep.
Touchline, the young great.
You don't like
Touchline,
him.
the amazing Touchline. Nah, that's the homie. Number 7 is Nandi.
Yes.
We're happy with that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Number-
happy is a stretch, but yeah.
Yeah. You want
No,
to
we're good.
Number 8 is Ginger Trill.
Yeah. Cool with that.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Very cool.
Number 9 is PRO to the verb.
Uncle Verb.
Uncle Verb. Are we happy with that? And number 10 is Blacklist, who tweeted that he should have won this thing. And y'all just put him at number 10.
You
Well,
forgot
to
his
y'all,
name
you're
in the
sitting here also.
Disrespectful.
You forgot his name in the beginning.
You're also sitting at this table. Do you know that?
Disrespectful.
You didn't even mention him when you introed the cat.
Yeah, because I was going to mention him at number 1.
Namanga.
Yo, so this is the list. So to thank you guys, and to also commemorate our 3-year partnership with our good friends at NSC, I want to gift y'all a bottle each, you know. It's some of
Thank you,
that
man.
Thug Passion.
Some of the Hennessy for my enemies.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
I really
Thanks so
appreciate
much.
you guys coming out here and doing this thing with us. One more toast to our winner, Reason Verse of the Year. Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Congrats, Reason.
Cheers, bro.
Congrats, Reason.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Dope panel.
We out here.
Broadcast live